Well, kept hearing something, sounded crazy. My inner fender's rubbing my tires on both sides of this brand new truck.
Alright, I'm watching.
Well, looks like my brand new truck already has a diesel fuel.
Welcome to the channel of the Roving Veterans.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Bethany.
And don't forget about our dog, the Traveling Maverick.
We chose our name because we RV, and we're also both military veterans.
We bought our first camper in 2020 and been full-time ever since.
On this episode, come along with us from low elevation Phoenix to higher elevation Flagstaff.
This is the first time I haul with my new 2024 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD.
And don't forget the elk at the end. Bob found him a truck, so while they're processing his paperwork, he told me he's never been to Whataburger. Now, we've been together 9 years, and I never knew that until today. So, while they're processing the paperwork at the car lot,
Right across the street.
we're gonna go get some Whataburger. Here it is, the new one. And we'll be on our way to somewhere in that thing shortly. All right, we got a brand new truck. And when I say brand new, I mean, it had 5 miles on it, but they just drove it here from another store, so about an hour away. So I guess it's probably more than 5 miles now. Okay, it's got 61 miles on it now. Somebody decided they didn't want to clean their truck out before we left the camper to buy a new truck, so now we have to sit here at the car dealership after buying a new truck and now do it. Yep. How do you feel with the Rumbelina beside you and you leaving her for the last time?
I don't know, she just honked like they locked her up, and I realized she's not mine anymore.
No, she's not.
He's getting in to drive her away right now. I don't know how I feel about it.
Why is this taking so long? I'm just gonna say I cannot believe you told him to make me drive this thing. You didn't let me drive that thing but twice. You want me to drive this one? Just get that out there.
The fifth wheel hitch has some adjustability, so I raised it up to the highest ride height. That way we get the most clearance over our bed rails, so hopefully we don't hit our bed rails against the bottom of our fifth wheel. This is my fill line for my tank, so I'm just gonna see how it goes. Show you what it looks like when I get done.
Alright, today we're installing our auxiliary fuel tank and toolbox in the back of the new truck. I pulled the original filler neck out of here, and I've measured it and put it where I think it should sit in the truck. So I'm gonna try to cut some of it out with a razor knife. I'm gonna put it up in there, make sure it's gonna fit.
Now, when you get ready to do this, I think one good suggestion would be to install your toolbox auxiliary tank thing and then do your fifth wheel hitch. We did it the opposite way, and now the hitch is in the way. It would have been nice to not have it in the way, but...
We just gotta bolt her down.
How's it feel to have fresh new hose in your brand new truck?
Not good yet. I'm gonna be honest, I'm still nervous about it. When I see it hooked up, working, and no leaks, it will feel a lot better. But right now, I'm still in the nervous part. Tightening up my hose clamp on my auxiliary tank here.
It's going all the way straight. Here you go.
Looking pretty snug in there. Just kind of test fitting now. Looks pretty close though.
So how did your first fill up of your new truck with the auxiliary tank at 80 cents off a gallon feel?
Got another 35 gallons in here. Pretty full at this point. Well, looks like my brand new truck already has a diesel fuel leak. Seems to be coming from top of the tank somewhere
Of course I thought it was gonna be what I did, but everything that I did looks perfect. Still bone dry. All the connections I made look great. This is something different, but I'm gonna have to get that figured out because I tried to take it to the dealership and they are not helpful at all.
It is travel day. We're finally getting out of Phoenix. So first thing we got to do to get out of here is make a trash run. Thankfully the place we've been staying for the last month and a half, 2 months, however long it's been, does have a dumpster, so we're going to do that right now before we get out there. First time you're hauling with your new truck, what do you think?
We gotta get out of the desert. It's too hot out here.
Yes, it is.
It's hot.
It is.
It's only 11:30 and
Right.
it's getting nothing but hot. Big
So-
Bob's shining hard. Flagstaff. Next
Flagstaff.
stop, Flagstaff. Let's see if we can get under this thing.
He's got cameras on this thing, supposedly. You got cameras on this thing? We're gonna have to go way down with the camper. Hang on, I gotta get out. This truck is longer, so it's gonna hit me if I stay behind it.
It's good. We had to hook up kind of at an angle just to be able to get out of here. Let me show you where our power pole is.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Look at this. This is how they made us pull in here. Is the crazy thing. Like, they guided us and told us how we had to park. But they also told us if we hit this pulling out that we are responsible for it. I didn't want to park that close to the power pole. They made me, so Lord, let's hope that don't get hit.
This is what we're looking like before on the bump stops. This truck's got all kind of new features. I got to put my trailer on here since I hooked it up and let it know what I'm pulling here and get it all set up.
Tell me this.
Alright, you ready? I'm gonna start inching forward.
Alright, I'm watching. You're still good so far. Wow, you got it, dear, you got it. Yep, you're good over here too. We are officially Flagstaff bound.
All right, we're all hooked up and ready. I will say, definitely the safety features on this truck are much, much better. Another thing that is amazing, ventilated seats. Would not take that for anything. Trailer brake here. All right, let's get going. All right, folks, here we go. First tow with the new truck. We got 921 miles. I commuted it to back and forth to work for a while to give it a little chance to break it in. But now, gonna give her the test. From the desert up the mountain to Flagstaff. Here we go. So excited to get out of here. Can't wait. The safety features on this truck are great. I don't know if you can see my heads-up display on my windshield there. That's really handy. The navigation system is nice. No complaints so far. Pretty
You're
comfortable.
gonna probably get cut off by this yellow bug.
Got her on cruise control. Using the exhaust brake. And it just holds. And it's holding it back. This said 5% grade, I think. At least 5%. It's pretty steep right here, actually. I'm not braking at all. This is just letting the engine brake go. Also have it on cruise control, so it should keep it at 65 whenever it figures out it's not on the grade again. Man, that is so much nicer. Can't tell you how much nicer it is to have cruise control that works. And this exhaust brake, game changer. Pulling through the desert. It is a hot one today. Still says it's 107 out there right now. Hopefully we're gonna find some cooler weather because it is way too hot down here in the desert. Another thing I'm gonna say about this truck is this is the quietest truck I've ever owned. It's quieter than the Jeep, I believe. This truck is just so much quieter. We're pulling some hills, and it changing between pulling the hills and the exhaust brake. Still very quiet. Truck's really powerful. That 10-speed automatic makes a huge difference in towing. It can leave the engine right in the power band, right where it wants to be, and just click through the gears. It's a beast. Bruh, see how it goes.
What is that, like the third truck we seen on the side of the road? Is that at least 2, if not 3? I think you're killing it there.
Man, it's hot out here today. Finally cooling off 103. Can't wait to be out of the desert into the higher elevations, cooler weather. Here we go. Staying nice and cool. We're able to keep up with traffic, no problem. This truck is powerful. Landscape's changing for sure. Like I said, we're over 4,000 feet elevation now. Brake check area, that usually means it's about to be steep. So, let's see how she does. 6%, next 7 miles. Let's see how she does. Oh yeah. Holding her back really nicely. Not even touching the brake. No brakes at all. And it's slowing us down. Definitely want to make sure I don't overheat my brakes though. So, just gonna let the exhaust brake do all the work if I can. And I love the safety features on this truck. It lets me know if I'm getting close to getting out of my lane. When you put on a blinker, it shows you
You get pushed down the
what's
hill.
beside you. Not really. We're holding this thing back pretty well. I'm really surprised actually. Give it just a little bit of gas. So I could get over into this other lane here in front of these trucks. I love that the cameras come on and show you what's beside you. You put on your blinkers. That's incredible. In Rumbelina, I would have been going back and forth between my trailer brakes and my truck brakes, trying to keep this thing under control going down this hill. But with this exhaust brake on here, just holds it back for you. This is a really long, steep grade too. My range is really going down. Fuel mileage is probably coming down pretty hard since we've been pulling these grades. Dang it, I missed it. 1,001 now. I was gonna try to film when I rolled over 1,000. Missed it. Can't even tell you how much more comfortable this is. I'm shifting, okay. We're climbing hard right now on our transmission temps. Climbing hard through the mountains. I think we're over 4,000 feet in elevation at this point. This is going to give me a lot more confidence in towing this thing. She's still back there. Don't forget about it. Staying under 200. We're at 196 right now. Even though it's hot outside. 101 right now. Got 1,010 miles now. Breaking her in right.
I messed up and missed the 5,000 elevation sign.
Chain up area, half a mile. Guess they get snow here during the winter. Wow, what a beautiful drive. I know this is probably not going to do it justice at all. Pulling up through the mountains, I think I saw 6,000 feet now. Completely different out here. Looks like pines. Pine forest up here. Down at least into the 90s at this point. Made it to Flagstaff. Crushing some diesel fuel. Absolutely crushing it. I looked down earlier, we were getting like 2 to 3 miles a gallon. That's pretty brutal. Nice. So excited to have a nice cool night.
Well, kept hearing something, sounded crazy. My inner fenders rubbing my tires on both sides of this brand new truck. Inner fenders blown out on both sides and rubbing in my suspension and tires on both sides of this brand new truck. First time pulling with it. Not a happy camper right now. Not a happy camper. I'm gonna be real. This is not making me happy right now. Serious, Jim?
Check this out now. Ready? It's like fabric. It's fabric.
Great.
Very
I
expensive.
don't know how I'm gonna fix that. Great.
GM can fix that. It's their problem, not ours.
Rubbing on both sides, the fenders. What am I supposed to do about that? Junk. That's crap. Pissed, right? Guess our first tow was successful. Really frustrating that both of those inner fenders on both sides on the front come out and are rubbing. That's just ridiculous. On a new vehicle, that's just crazy.
What do you think about it, Mavs?
Huh? It's a good spot?
I think it's a pretty good spot. Got a couple neighbors, but they're way out there.
This experience really reinforced the fact that we love boondocking and want to stay out of RV parks if possible.
Maverick's in there. He wants to come out here, but we're not.
Watching the elk in our front yard reminded us again why we love the RV lifestyle.
Look how close we are to the rig. This is crazy.
This boondocking spot in Belmont, Arizona gave us a place to stay for about a week while we finished our solar project and had the truck fixed at the dealership.
I think this is, I don't think this is super rare, but I don't think this is super common either.
Everybody looking out the window. Check out our view today from the windows of the RV.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that awesome?
This is the life, man.
Right? Is this what you thought RVing was supposed to be like?
I don't think I thought it was going to be this cool, to be honest.
I can't wait to see what adventures come next as we explore the American Wild West.